Yo, what is up everyone? Today I'm going to be making a video just to do a loot route that I think can be really good in the Winter Royale. So let's get started. The first person, they want to drop like around here and then just go inside this door. I wouldn't recommend like going for a far loot like that because people can bait you from like that station over there. So I think it's a little bit dangerous in my opinion. So I'd just like to go immediately in. From here, they have two floor loot spawns, one up top and one right here. And even though that's not like reliable, if you have good enough loot, then you can just like make your way over to this chest. Sometimes you should be careful though because people can run in through the bottom there, but you'll see how the split takes care of that. If, however, you don't have like good loot and like someone's coming, since they're gonna break that in order to get the chest, you just keep going through here and you'll have a pretty good amount of floor loots, but you're also going to be sharing with your duo partner because your duo partner will be landing. Alright, so the duo partner should land right here and then they can get the couple floor loots and the chest, and then once you two convene, ideally the duo over there can loot this entire section so that they can just expand like the amount of loot you guys have. And then once you guys like join together again, then I think that this person should come over through here. Alright, as for the second drop, I think the player should land in this pipe where they can get access to 3 floor loots as well as 1 chest. From there, they should ideally try to come over here because it's possible that a player will drop down through there and then try to get the chests, but if you can defend it well, then it's more ideal. Meanwhile, either your partner has good enough loot from like the chest over there and they can come back you up immediately, or they can loot the 3 floor loots on the bottom of that building and then they can come through the door maybe and help you. So then the next part of the loot route might involve either both branching off into separate vents, because each vent has 4 floor loots on each side as well as 1 chest inside the tower. So if you guys both get it, you'll have 2 chests and 8 extra floor loots, but it's important to be like aware of your opponents. Sometimes you may think that like it'll be extremely risky to use the vents to rotate out. But the idea is that because of the structure of this building, if you can finish your fight really quickly, the other buildings are much more complex. So ideally you can just dip out while they're still fighting, to which you'll come over to this slurp truck. So then once you're in this position, ideally you have a semblance of a loadout, and if you think it's good enough, you can farm brick. For example, there's like, I want to say around 500 in this area. There's also floor loots in I think 5 of these bushes, I don't know, maybe 4 only. And then you can either try to go back into steamy and third party, or you can try to see if a fight at the broken houses has commenced. Or if you want to just play it safe, there's 4 chest spawns around here. I'll be linking a loot lake map so that it's all written down and easier to understand, but you could either go there and then get your medal from either this military outpost or maybe like the remnants of the orchard or somewhere else. So I'll pretty much just be explaining the loot lake map in this part of the video. This route was made mostly because I felt that it was pretty safe, it had a good amount of loot potential, access to mats, and it can also utilize this slurp truck. By sending 2 players to this building, you obviously have really short paths. So the thing is, so to begin, 1 lands at the top and then 1 lands at the pipe, and they take their respective routes that I outline. They always go over to the slurp truck. The thing is, this is like standard if you're not taking a long time. If, for example, another team box fights you or something, I suggest you to just dip away immediately, but like if you for some reason can't, then it may be possible that the team in orchard, if they are not contested, they could take the truck instead. So it's just a little bit riskier. If you do take a long while, maybe you want to try going to the back part of this. Over here is about 500 brick. Here's like 300 metal. Some other stuff that's helpful there as well. Otherwise, another ploy you could do is if you have good loot from here, you can either directly push in if you think that it'll be favorable for you, or if you notice that the fight is taking a long while, then you could try to take the vent, get the slurp chuck. I would say to either try to third party the area, since you kind of know the timings of the teams, like if they've been fighting a long time or if they haven't started fighting yet. So it might just be more information for you guys to work with. And I'd suggest coming here rather than going to the orchid to third party, because it's more edge zone, so you're less likely to get third partied. Whereas here, maybe if you guys fight takes too long, you can get third party from like Craggy or these broken houses. Also, there's a bunch of brick here and bushes and stuff. The areas in blue are where you can pretty much get good metal, so sometimes the orchid has metal left over in the building or in the parking lot. You could also pretty much always get it from the bridge, although it might be a little shitty or not so great. And then there's also this military base, which is really helpful. And you can continue going down this way. I know there's a lot of rock behind here and over here, which can probably give like up to 500, as well as here and obviously the metal and brick here. But I mean, just follow the blue lines towards however you need to rotate. That's pretty much all I have to explain. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe. Thanks.